and welcome back to my channel. I'm Bella. If you are new to my channel, thanks very much for clicking on this video. And I am a sponsored vlogger with Channel Mum. I am today doing a collaboration with one of my lovely friends, Lorraine, who I'm going to link up the channel below in the description box. Lorraine, if you follow her already, you'll know that she's a wonderful, wonderful person, and we both have a connection in terms of this particular video that we're both doing. It is in relation to sleep and the problems of sleep after pregnancy loss and baby loss. So it's a very, very difficult subject, incredibly sensitive, and I know for a fact that Lorraine, who I regard as one of the most loveliest people that I've ever met, has been through quite an ordeal. So I will kind of go into this, but I just want to begin by saying that the subject of sleep in general is being covered by Channel Mum this month. Our lovely expert at Channel Mum is called Maggie, and she is on hand to answer questions in relation to sleep issues. The actual subject itself that I'm going to be talking about today, as you've gathered from the title, is the problems of disturbed sleep, especially after miscarriage and baby loss. And it's one of the most heartbreaking things ever. I've done videos on this subject as from personal experience, and I wanted to collaborate with Lorraine, who, as I've said, is just an incredible woman. And sadly, Lorraine lost her daughter Primrose last year. She was born sleeping at 34 weeks, and I genuinely feel that this sort of loss is probably the most devastating things that any woman can go through. I do feel very much for Lorraine because I know that she's experienced loss before. Lorraine and I both are very open about baby loss and miscarriage and the difficulties associated with that. We've both experienced it, and so I guess I admire Lorraine for the fact that she can talk about losing Primrose and how brave she's been, because it's, you know, it's something which I think whenever anyone hears about stillbirth, I mean, even now, you know, instantly it affects my heart. And I just know that from the work that Lorraine's done in talking about stillbirth has been beneficial to many women out there. She's helped so many women, so I'm so proud of Lorraine. I really hope you will watch her video. The Channel Mum support group is brilliant for anyone who is looking for advice. There are trained experts in there and helpers who are ready to help with any questions that you have, not just about sleep, but all sorts of things in relation to parenting. So again, I will leave the link in the description box. Grief is an all-encompassing experience, especially after baby loss. It affects so many areas of your life. So sleep is naturally one that a lot of women struggle with, and I certainly struggled with it. I think it's just down to the fact that you are in physical pain, emotional pain, and you are experiencing sadness, and it's just hard to think about anything else. So you would generally feel quite exhausted. I know I felt incredibly exhausted and tired. The body clearly needs to heal, especially after loss, and it takes time. It's not something that can be rushed, and it can take weeks, it can take months. You can still have flashbacks to times, and it's just all part of this process. It's quite understandable that the body needs to heal, so sleep is so critical to that process. And I remember just using like the colouring in style books to relax in the evening instead of watching television, or, you know, watching television but not too much of it, and just doing some reading or anything like word puzzles, that sort of thing, just to kind of keep my mind off thinking about other stuff. So it's a bit of a process. We're all so different. We all deal with things differently. I think with time, things do get better in terms of sleep. It's not something that you can kind of just sort out straight away. It doesn't work like that. You can obviously speak to a GP, or you can get some advice as to what you can do to help you. But that is we're also very different with our coping mechanisms. So I personally spoke to lots of friends and family. I tried journaling, but that didn't really work for me, and I kind of gave up on writing down things and just kind of jotting notes down. I did write a few blog posts about it, and that's always been very important to me in terms of writing is in some way some kind of therapy as well. And yeah, just general light exercise like yoga or just going for walks would actually help, I think, in terms of helping to kind of unwind, especially after such a traumatic experience. I just want to end by saying that having trouble sleeping is very normal after loss. I don't think anybody can say, well, you know, you're going to sleep perfectly, because that's just not true. It doesn't happen. You overthink things, you're anxious, and you just have to process that grief, which it is, as I've said, such a big emotion in itself, and there's different layers to it as well. I'm a big advocate about being positive and looking after yourself, and self-care is so critical. And so yes, I hope this video has just given you a little bit of help if you are struggling with this particular subject. And as I've said, please do link up to the Channel Mum support group. All the links will be in the description box. Please do watch Lorraine's video as well. I wish you the best of luck. Thanks so much for watching.